Hi everybody, Claire Mackay here, medical herbalist. I'm making this video in my herbal dispensary and clinic in Cromarty in the Scottish Highlands. The signs of spring are all around us. If you go outdoors just now, you'll see lots of plants poking their heads up from the soil around us. The snowdrops are beginning to bud, the daffodils are pushing their way up, there's lots of green shoots everywhere, and there is definitely a promise of spring in the air, which is good because we're 2 days away from the Celtic festival of Imbolc, which is a celebration of the returning light and the change in seasons and the coming of spring. I've been working on spring tonics and writing about herbs that are useful for a boost in vitality and energy at this time of year. Quite often people think of a spring cleanse or a spring detox, often prompted by either recovering from one of the many viruses around colds and flus at this time of year, or perhaps overindulgence during the holiday period that has led to a wish to redeem oneself. This is a very common time for people turning up at the dispensary asking for a detox regime. So herbs that can help support with the cleansing, nourishing and give a general boost at this time of year are considered spring tonics, and my favourite is Galium. Galium aparine is also known as sticky willy, Goosegrass, Bedstraw and Cleavers, and this is because of the mechanical way that it clings to passers-by in order to spread its seeds. It's a really nutrient dense plant. It's full of micronutrients and also minerals, including silica, which is great for the hair, the nails, the skin. It is a diuretic, which means it's good for the urinary system and kidney conditions. And most importantly, it's a lymphatic, which means it helps the lymphatic system in transporting waste products out of the body. And because of this, it's useful in arthritic conditions and rheumatism as well. And there's a lot of evidence to show its use in treating different types of cancers. So it's a powerful medicinal, and it's one that's really easy to use. My favourite way of using it is to juice it. It lends itself well to being juiced because it's juicy. It's a very succulent plant. You get a high yield of juice, and it's very fresh to take it this way, and it's full of vitality. So you can make small batches at a time and keep it in the fridge. I take a little shot like you would a shot of wheatgrass. And so I have one here that I have already juiced, and the video that continues will show you how easy it is to make the juice. So without further ado, here is how to make a green medicinal juice from sticky willy plants as a spring tonic. And here is one that I made earlier. Slange. So I'm using a wheatgrass juicer here, and you can get these online for less than £20. They're quite inexpensive and easy to use. They're very basic, and the idea is that you feed the plant matter in the top and press down while turning, and the compression causes the juice to come out one end and the fibre the other. So I'm using a good few handfuls of Galium here for a relatively small amount of juice. Just finishing adding the leaves here, and you can add flavours too. I'm going to cut a few slices of apple. The minerals make it quite salty, and so the apple will just add a little bit of extra juice but also a sweetness. I'm compressing the fibre to get the rest of the juice out, and I'm adding some lemon to add to the cleansing and nourishing properties, including a wee bit of vitamin C. So once I've got the juice, I'm just going to pour here, and there is a shot of juice.